Most Australians, today is an exceptionally special day. It's April 25, Anzac Day, a day in which Australians commemorate their war dead and all those Australians who fought in so many battles across the world. The spirit of Anzac in this episode of Travel Oz. Hello, I'm Greg Grainger.
The spirit of Anzac is very much part of the fabric of Australia. So many Australians honour their war heroes in ceremonies at home and abroad. Ahead, a special Anzac tribute. Also, our city slickers, the Two Tims, go to school to learn to be jackaroos.
Look out! Oh.
And our marathon road trip takes us to the snake wrangler of Alice Springs, nose to fang with a deadly king brown snake. And collecting bush tucker with a member of the stolen generation. We're driving from one side of Australia to the other, a marathon road trip that sees us arriving today in the central Australian city of Alice Springs. Midway between Adelaide and Darwin, the Alice, as it's known affectionately, is close to the geographic centre of Australia. Alice Springs is home to some 27,000 people, with a sizable Indigenous population. They regard the rock formations that surround Alice Springs as sacred. Formations like these deep ochre mountains around Emily Gap have deep significance to the local Aranti people, who've made their home in the Central Australian desert for the past 40,000 years. The Arente believe the landscape was shaped by giant caterpillars, ancestral beings who moved out from Emily Gap to form the nearby McDonnell Ranges and Alice Springs. Today we visit Emily Gorge with Pat Dodds.
Most Aboriginal people have a place of significance, and these caterpillars are very significant to our stories. Traditionally it's a men's site, and traditionally through my great-grandfathers this is their story. And my brothers today, who have hold some of the stories, and to other members of my family, the male line. This is their stories. It's my home. It always will be, it always has been. This is where I come from. It's part of who I am. My heritage is here. It makes me who I am, especially in this region here where we are standing now.
Pat Dodds invites me to go walkabout in search of some bush tucker. First treat for the taste buds is some wild passion fruit.
This one here is a rotney or wild passion fruit. And there's green ones. See, this is the green ones.
Okay, not ready for eating.
Nah. And you go around this side and there's another one around here.
Well, this one looks
here we go.
Found one?
Yep. There, look.
Well, let's get into it, eh?
Here we go.
I love passion fruit. I've never tasted wild passion fruit like this. It's like just a tiny bit sweeter than the passion fruit we're used to.
And you don't crunch it because the seeds are like pepper when you crunch it.
But we can swallow it.
Yeah, you can swallow it, but don't crunch it.
During my time with Pat, I become aware that she's a member of the stolen generation, forcibly removed from her home as a child. She takes me back to the church mission station where she was raised.
I came here when I was 5 years old to this place and lived in it for 2 years. And I'm sad for all the children that was here. There was hundreds of us that came through this system. It's very sad. It makes me angry in a lot of ways too. Because they just took me and my sister away from my parents. And just because our skin was black and we have a different culture and a different language, it took a long time for it to come out that people recognise it. And for all of us to go forward, we have to recognise the past. And we do have to recognise that, what happened. All right? No, thank you.
Another colourful local in Alice Springs is Rex Neindorf, a snake wrangler with a mission.
Let's go and see what we've got.
When deadly snakes penetrate the family home out here, Rex, the snake wrangler, is summoned to catch them. Such is his love of snakes that Rex refuses to destroy them. Instead, he releases them back into the desert.
So Rex, this is a beautiful snake.
Oh, he's a stunning animal. Good, you can see the beautiful sheen on him when he's in the sun there. Absolutely gorgeous snake to look at.
You don't seem frightened at all.
No, he's doing his own thing. He's got no interest in us at all. He's following a scent trail.
He would normally catch, what, small rodents, lizards?
Oh, big rodents. They're a big rodent feeder. These rats are looking at up to almost a foot long. As you can see, these cracks in the ground, up into quite large, deep cracks. Of course, he goes down the burrow and whammo. When they bite, they just simply strike and let go. And the venom is so potent, they just need to get a tiny nick in, and that's it.
They're called the inland taipan, which would suggest that you'd find them inland Australia.
Certainly are, yeah. Bottom of Queensland, top of South Australia, into Northern Territory. They live where people really don't live, so not many people actually get to see them.
Of all the snakes Rex will handle today, the aggressive king brown is full of more venom than any other Australian snake.
They don't like people too much, so if I move near him, he doesn't like movement. See the neck flattening out? He doesn't like it at all. He wants to be left alone. But if I stay nice and still, you see he goes straight past me. So if you've got a snake close to you, you stand really still, wait till they move away from you. Very simple idea.
How lethal is this guy?
These guys hold more venom than any other snake in Australia. So he could potentially hold, 300 or 400 milligrams of venom. So when these guys bite, they chew into the bite. Lots of venom comes out. If you're bitten by one of these, hurts like hell because they're breaking muscle tissue down. A couple of days ago, we just had a dog bitten in town and died within about half an hour. And the worst thing about dogs is they get their nose right up close to them, just like I've done here. The snake will get a bit of a fright and have a bit of a nip on the nose, and it's because it's so close to the brain, they can die very quickly. Little fella. Right on the nose.
There's not too many people in the world that would let a venomous snake touch their nose. Why are you doing that?
Oh, basically he's only having a smell. As long as I don't smell like a mouse, I should be pretty okay.
You're not frightened at all, mate?
No. If you smell like a mouse, then you've got big problems, but as long as you don't, you're pretty well fine. I mean, I do this because I'm used to handling a snake, but any person outside, you just wouldn't do it because you're going to flinch, and as soon as you flinch, they'll strike at you. Go away, fly.
But that fly on the nose meant Rex did flinch.
You okay?
Hope so.
What happened then?
Oh, he had to go up my nose. Just open that bag up.
Has he got you? Did he get you?
Oh, I hope not.
Seriously, let's get the snake in here and look at that nose of yours.
No blood?
No, it seems like you're okay, mate. I mean, that was pretty damn close. You okay?
Oh, go back and have a look in the car first.
That strike could kill Rex, but he remains calm.
Oh, we'll see how things go. I feel okay at the moment. Let's have a look.
Just one minute amount of venom could be fatal.
Yeah, there's a very slight nick. Yeah, there's a little slight nick under there, but hopefully it's just a dry bite.
A dry bite would mean no venom was injected.
This is quite serious, Rex. You've been bitten.
No need to head to the hospital, he decides, but rather time to release his attacker.
Okay, we'll just go and release this thing.
Rex has been remarkably fortunate.
No blood?
The snake failed to inject venom. Rex survived an attack by the most poison-laden of all Australian snakes. He did his job instead and saved them. Today, the king brown returns to its desert kingdom.